So today I'm going to be watching this video. It's called Norway According to the CIA. I watched one of this lady's videos recently and I really enjoyed it, and then this one came up on my recommended on my YouTube homepage and I thought the title seemed very interesting, so I thought, yeah, I'll check it out, see what it's all about. You can tell me what you think about it too. Let's watch.
So in preparation for my newest video, I did some research, which I usually do, and I found this really interesting thing on the CIA website, where they apparently have something called the World Fact Book. And I thought it'd be really interesting to look and see what the CIA actually thought about Norway, what kind of facts they deem to be the most interesting and the most noteworthy about Norway, and also of course what they leave out. Very plainly in the introduction, they of course start talking about the Vikings, which starts in 994. I'm pretty sure Norway existed as a country before 994. However, it's not mentioned here and it's not deemed to be noteworthy by the CIA. In 1397, Norway is absorbed into union with Denmark that is to last 4 centuries. After that, we of course go ahead and make our own constitution, which is mentioned here because we know how much Americans love their constitutions. And then we are entered into a union with Sweden. Then of course there was a lot of racing nationalism that led to the referendum in 1905 that led Sweden to let Norway go and for Norway to have its independence. Norway did remain neutral through World War I, however did suffer some loss with its shipping. And even though Norway proclaimed its neutrality through World War II, we did nonetheless get occupied from 1940 to 1945 by Nazi Germany. After that, oil and gas was found in the North Sea and Norway became one of the richest countries in the world per capita. In 1972 and 1994, both times Norway has rejected to join the European Union. Of course we did! We've got all the oil, we've got all the money, why would we join the Union? Key domestic issues include immigration and ethnic integration. Okay.
Yeah, tell me what you think about Norway joining the EU. What's your opinion on that debate? But when you hear it's just a concise overview of Norwegian history, Norwegian history is actually very interesting. It's obviously very long as well, and so much has happened right back to the time of the Vikings, and that time is definitely something I want to learn more about as well. If there's any good videos about Vikings and Norway's history of Vikings, please share that with me. Being Scottish, our proximity to Norway, we have a kind of shared interest in Vikings, if you can say like that. So I'd love to learn more about Norway in that respect.
So that was just a brief introduction. Here's what it says on geography. Location: Northern Europe, bordering the North Sea and the North Atlantic, west of Sweden. However, forget to mention that we also border Russia and Finland, and we also have an island way up north, which is within the Arctic Circle. So Norway's not just this tiny little country that just borders to Sweden, by the way. The total area of Norway is 323,802 square miles. And for those people who don't know how big that is, it's easily explained on this website as slightly larger than New Mexico State. It's really no big surprise that Norwegians love eating fish as much as we do, because we do in fact have a coastline of 25,148 kilometers, which of course includes fjords, minor islands and also small indentations in the mainland. Our geographical lowest point is the Norwegian Sea at 0 meters, and our geographical highest is our highest mountain called Galdhøpiggen, which is 2,469 meters high. Now to the people and society of Norway. The adjective word for a person from Norway is Norwegian, not Norwegian or Norwegian, as I have been called plenty of times before. As it stands of 2004, the ethnic groups include 94.4% Norwegian, which includes also the Sami, and about 3.6% other European, and then other than that, 2% other. The official languages of Norway is Bokmål Norwegian and Nynorsk Norwegian. And we also have some people who speak Sami as well, and Sami is an official language in 9 municipalities. As of July 2014, the full population of Norway is 5,147,792 people. And the biggest age group in Norway is the 25 to 54, which includes 40.8% of the population. The median age of Norwegians is 39.1. And the median mother's age for first-time birth is 28.5, which scares the crap out of me. And we have a total life expectancy of 81.6 years, which is bloody good if you ask me.
Yeah, that
only
must be
an
one of the
estimated
highest in the world.
0.1% of the Norwegian population have struggles with HIV and AIDS. It is also assumed that the total literacy of people above 15 is 100%. As for the government, we have a constitutional monarchy. Our national holiday is the Constitutional Day on May 17th every year, which of course relates to our constitution being written 200 years ago in 1814 on May 17th. Every single Norwegian gets the vote at 18. Our national symbol is a lion, and our national anthem is called Ja vi elsker, which means yes, we love. Now when it comes to our country, agriculture includes barley, wheat, potatoes, pork, beef, veal, milk and fish. And our unemployment rate is a really good low 3.6%, which is great. And in case you didn't know, the Norwegian currency is called the krone, which means the crown. Some of our transnational issues include territorial claims like the one on Antarctica, which Norway of course is claimed in the name of Dronning Maud, who was one of our past queens. Norway and Russia have also signed a comprehensive maritime boundary agreement in 2010. Another transnational issue for Norway is of course immigration. Refugees and internally displaced people in Norway include 8,870 people from Somalia, 5,727 people from Iraq, 7,129 people from Eritrea, 5,984 people from Afghanistan, and these are numbers from 2012, so that might even have increased by now. And
yeah, how is that? Like, obviously, Siri in Sweden has had some issues with immigration over the last couple of years. In Norway, has it been seamless? Have the immigrants just adapted to Norwegian life very easily? Has the number increased? I guess this video is, I don't know when, but quite a while ago. Is Norway bringing in more people to the country? What's the current situation
in
for
Norway?
immigration
We also
in Norway?
house 2,313 stateless people. So that's how the CIA sees us, guys. I was kind of intrigued to see how they'd sort of interpreted Norwegian data and how they sort of processed it, and it was very factual and good. A few like simplifications here and there, so it was kind of interesting to see anyways, and of course it's really good information if you don't have all this information about Norway. So that was it for today's video.
Yeah, I've watched videos about the Norwegian economy, and I know it of myself. It's a very successful country in that respect. She talked about the oil, but when you see things like the life expectancy being so high, the low unemployment rate, it really just shows you Norway's just such a successful country. If you compare it to like every other country, it's got to be like one of the most successful countries, and by quite a bit as well. Like, just a great place, very well managed, very well organised, and yeah, very impressive. Tell me what you think about it as well. Is there anything interesting in those stats? Is there any other interesting things about Norway you think I should know? Yeah, as I said, recommend some videos about Vikings, that part of Norwegian history, and I'll check that out soon. Thanks.